For 27 years, Almar Boats has been designing and building custom aluminum vessels for a wide variety of clients, from the private fishing boat on up to local, state, national, and even international governments. Mike, your company's been around for a long time. Take me down the path of progression from its beginnings to where it is today.
Well, Almar was founded in 1976 by Bob Five, a local businessman, and it was started right here on these premises in the corner of the far building, which we now occupy the whole building. And he was then a manufacturer of custom-made aluminum riverboats. In fact, Bob really pioneered the inboard jet riverboating for the whole of the Northwest and Alaska back in the late 70s. I was at the time the Hamilton Jet representative, working with the New Zealand company that builds the jets, and Bob and I became friends, and we did a lot of riverboating together all over the Northwest, and as I say, basically pioneered that to where today that's a very, very common form of boating.
Now, your projects here are as diverse as your client base. What have been some of your more noteworthy projects that you've finished over the years?
Well, we've done a lot of really interesting boats, and that's a neat thing about Almar is our ability to custom make boats to meet a specification. One of the boats that we did that was very interesting, and the largest boat to date, was in the early 90s. We built a 32-foot twin diesel vessel for Pierce County Sheriff's Department for their Marine Patrol unit, and we've subsequently sold them 3 or 4 other smaller boats for the unit. I don't think necessarily because we're a boat builder in Tacoma and near Pierce County, but we could meet their needs and we could price the boats so where they were acceptable to their budget and so forth. But the 32-footer was an achievement at the time, and the largest boat we'd built to date.
Now, one of the more famous clients that Almar has had come to them to build a boat is a man that you are sure to know.
I invented the Ronco electric food dehydrator because I didn't like a lot of additives and preservatives in my food, and I love beef jerky. And you know how expensive beef jerky they even.
Yes, it's Ron Papil, inventor and entrepreneur extraordinaire. I met Ron recently on a flight from Seattle to Los Angeles, and he told me that he was having a boat, or had a boat built here at Almar, and right away I smelled his story. Mike, what was unique about Ron's boat, and why did he come to Almar?
Well, it was a lot of fun dealing with Ron. Ron is an avid fisherman, and for several years he'd been fishing at Waterfall Resort in southeast Alaska, Prince of Wales Island, and Almar had recently equipped them with 24 new custom aluminum fishing boats. Ron was on board those, of course, liked the boats a lot, and decided he wanted one slightly larger for himself. So after some negotiation, and he is a professional negotiator, believe me, that was a fun part of the project. He and I reached a deal, and we built him a 33 by 11-foot-6 twin diesel custom-made fishing boat, which he keeps in Ketchikan, Alaska, flies up there to use it, and it's been a great experience having a client of that caliber.
Now, I understand you have a couple of boats that are real near completion. Tell me about these boats, and who is the client?
The boat that's directly behind us is the Big Yellow Banana, as we call it, and it's for a company on the coast of Georgia, Brunswick, and that's Seatow Brunswick. And Seatow is a nationally franchised towing operation, and in addition, Seatow has the franchise to do the piloting work into the port of Brunswick. So they send either of these 2 vessels out to sea, board a pilot, and bring the ships ashore, and in addition they do towing and rescues in the area, in a very difficult area. And there were some unique features about this type of vessel that Almar builds that brought a company all the way from Georgia to Tacoma to buy them. And a lot of things about the boats are unique and make them very suitable for this task.
Mike, now as we arrived this morning, we actually saw a boat. It looked like you had just finished it and was being towed away for delivery. Is that true?
Yes, that was a 24-foot boat for Napa County Sheriff in California, and we do a considerable amount of business with sheriff departments in California of custom-made patrol vessels. That's all on a bid system. There are various boat builders bid it, but Almar is fortunate, and we certainly get our share of that business. So we're doing a hands-on delivery, trailering the boat to California, and at the same time, another vessel we've just finished, which is a 28-foot rigid inflatable. That's an anti-terrorism boat for the refinery at Richmond, California, in the San Francisco Bay Area. That'll be on-water protection for the refinery, and that'll get delivered by our representative at the same time as the Napa boat is delivered. So it's exciting what we're doing, and we feel we're very much a part of the new coastal defense units in the United States. There's a vessel behind the cameraman there that's for the U.S. Navy, and we feel that's a really strong part of our future.
Now, like most companies in this modern day and age, Almar does have a website. You can find out much more information there. They also have a beautiful image gallery that features pictures of many of the boats that they've completed over the years. The best part of all is that it's very easy to remember. It's almarboats.com. You can also reach them by calling area code 253-572-2877.